Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Becca and I make lots of Disney and theatre content, and on today's video I am going to be doing something a little bit different. I actually haven't seen anyone do this before, but maybe they have, so if you have, I'm sorry. Or if you know anyone has, let me know and I'll go check their videos out. But I'm going to be doing a Disney Buzzfeed quiz, and not just one, not just two, but I think I've got like 5 lined up for you guys today. I'm going to screen record myself as I do them and talk through the questions as we go, so you'll have a little box up here with so you can see all the questions, and I will link all the quizzes below for you guys to do themselves. And if you do a video like this, please tag me. I would love to see what you get. Okay, so the first quiz is, these 20 questions will determine your Disney princess personality match. So for those of you who know me, I love Belle. She's my favourite princess, so let's see if we get her. Who knows? But I think personality wise, I can be described as an Anna. I'm quite like chatty, excitable, and a big dreamer, so we'll see what we get. So, statement. Oh, this is statement ones. Okay. Olaf is the best thing about Frozen. No, I disagree. I think with Frozen, although it's not my absolute favourite, I do love the storyline between Anna and Elsa and how that's what saves them and not a prince. So I think as much as I love Olaf, I think he's like one of the cutest characters, I think that's more important to me than a cute character, because it's like the only Disney princess storyline that doesn't involve a prince coming saving her, and I think that's really, really important, especially today. So yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with that one. Okay, next. Esmeralda counts as an official Disney princess. Ooh. I guess she's not talked about a lot, but if Megara from Hercules isn't classed as Disney princess, then in my book neither is Esmeralda, so I'm gonna have to agree. Third one. Walt Disney Animation Studios makes better movies than Pixar Animation Studios. Okay, for those of you who know me, like, I absolutely love Pixar. Like, they are some of my favourite films. Like, some of my favourites include Toy Story, Up, Ratatouille. I just recently watched The Good Dinosaur and I absolutely fell in love with it. I cannot believe it took me this long to watch it. And also Up, absolute classic. I love all of those movies. But are they better than like the Disney princess films? Oh, I really don't know. I have to answer it. There's no I don't know button. It's literally agree or disagree. I think I'm gonna have to go with agree, purely because they're the films that I probably gravitate towards the most when I'm like feeling down, or I just want to watch a Disney film. I probably would pick a Pixar film. Please don't hate me, but I think I'm gonna go with agree for this one. Tangled is better than Frozen. Obviously. Rapunzel, Flynn, Pascal. Yeah, I'm sorry all you Frozen stans, but I absolutely love Tangled. It's probably my second favourite Disney film after Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. Statement, The Lion King is overrated. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, like, I haven't watched the live action. I heard really, really bad reviews about it when it came out from like people's opinions that I trusted, and it really put me off from watching it because I do really like the original. It's not a film that I watch over and over again, but I love The Lion King, the musical in Animal Kingdom, and I've seen the musical in London in the West End. I found it quite boring. And like the storyline's a bit sad, isn't it? With Mufasa and everything. So I'm gonna have to agree. I think it's a good film, but I think it's overhyped. I'm trying to be controversial here. Statement, Li Shang is the hottest Disney princess. Disney princess! Oh. I'm not even cutting that out, that's so funny. No, Li Shang is the hottest Disney prince. It would be interesting to see him as a Disney princess though, don't you think? Oh, anyway, I disagree. Not for me. Just because he had his top off, guys. Come on. Nuh-uh. I don't like him either. No, I completely disagree with that one. Wait, what? Who writes these questions? The statement reads, Robin Hood the Fox is hot. I thought it was going to say Robin Hood the film is good, which I would definitely agree. It was like my favourite film as a child. I definitely don't agree that he's hot, so yeah, disagree with that one very strongly. Statement, the best ride at Disneyland is Peter Pan's flight. Now, I've never been to Disneyland in California. No, I would absolutely love to go. Obviously, it's an absolute dream. But being from the UK, like, it's so expensive to go. It's somewhere that I think me and my boyfriend Tom would probably think of going for a honeymoon. Tom, if you're watching this, like, hint hint. Like, it is a dream of mine. I actually technically have been, when my mum found out she was pregnant with me, that my parents were both in America. They were at a Denny's. And basically, my mum wasn't feeling very hungry, she didn't know what she wanted, and the waitress suggested popcorn and milk, and my mum was like, oh yeah, that actually sounds really, really nice. And the waitress said to her, are you sure you're not pregnant? I mean, the cheek of saying that. That waitress had some guts to say that to my mum, but it turns out that she was pregnant, and my mum and dad actually found out they were pregnant with me while they were in America, and they actually went to Disneyland in California. So I kind of feel like that's a reason I'm such a Disney adult today, I like to think. So technically I have been to Disneyland California, but yeah, as an embryo. So I think I need to revisit Disney as an actual adult. But yeah, it's in my plans. Back to the question, is it the best ride at Disneyland? I mean, I've been to the one in Disney World and I absolutely love Peter Pan's flight. I know it's one of those like cult classics, some people don't like it, but Peter Pan was like one of my favourite films as a child, so I would definitely say I love it, but it's definitely not the best. So I'm gonna have to disagree. Statement, Cinderella's dress is the all-time best Disney dress. Cinderella's dress is the all-time best Disney dress. No. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. This is the original one that they show in the picture, and it is absolutely iconic. Like, I would love to have that dress. I also love the live-action Disney remake dress that Lily James wears. Oh, that is like a dream dress. Like, I would wear that around the house, and since we can't go anywhere anyway, I'd even wear it down to Tesco. It's that nice. I would definitely just wear it anywhere and everywhere. I don't get invited to any fancy balls, but if someone wants to invite me to one, I'll get a dress like that and I'll live my princess best life. But it's not my favourite. Belle's is my favourite. The whole yellow Bardot moment, ooh, ooh, ooh. That's kind of wedding dress style I want. Not the yellow colour, but the Bardot style and the really in waist. I don't like the live action remake dress, you know, because Emma Watson refused to have the corset, which is fine, feminist moment, I completely understand, but I miss the big Disney princess dress moment, and yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go with disagree for this one. I'm offended by this statement. You've Got a Friend in Me is the worst Disney song. You got a friend in me. Do, do. Absolutely not. I sing this song to my puppy Woody all the time on the ukulele, and I don't know if he likes it or not yet. He is only like 11 weeks old on Sunday, so I don't know if he does like it, but it's a really, really, really good song. And when it comes on at the end of Slinky Dog, when it comes on at the end of Slinky Dog Dash, like, that is such a fun moment. And yeah, I definitely disagree. There are far worse Disney songs than this. It's definitely not the worst. I actually really like it. Statement, Pocahontas 2 is better than the first Pocahontas. I don't know, I've never seen Pocahontas 2. The first Pocahontas isn't my favourite princess film. Fun fact though, Pocahontas is the only Disney princess that has a tattoo. I don't know if anyone has had that question in a lockdown quiz, but I've heard it a few times now. But yeah, I can't disagree or agree, so I'm gonna go disagree because I've only seen the first one. So, Dole Whip is the best Disney Parks treat, even better than churros. Yes, I don't know if it's the best, but at Magic Kingdom it's probably my favourite. I just find it so refreshing. I know some people prefer Citrus Swirl, which I also really, really like, and any of the floats with it. But oh my god, at like 4 o'clock when it's like roasting hot in Florida, and you go over to Adventureland and get yourself one of them Dole Whips and just chill out, and it proper cools you down and it tastes so good. I mean, I love pineapple flavoured things, so I'm going to agree that it's better than churros. So yeah, I'll say I agree. I do really like it. Part of Your World is the best princess ballad. I'm actually going to be filming a compilation video of all my favourite Disney princess songs, and I'm going to sing them, if that wasn't clear. Yeah, I used to do musical theatre when I was younger, and I thought it would be fun to merge my theatre and my Disney together, so look out for that video, it'll be coming soon. But yeah, Part of Your World is a very, very good Disney song, and it will be featuring on that video. But is it the best? Let me think of the other ones. You know what, I actually think it is. The only thing that I don't like about Beauty and the Beast is the fact that Belle doesn't have a big solo song. And in the musical, I've played Belle before, and in the musical she has this song called Home, and she has Changing Me, and they're both beautiful songs. And if you listen to, and if you've seen the live action remake of Beauty and the Beast, when Belle goes into her room for the first time when she's in the castle, you actually hear the instrumental version of the song Home from the musical in the background, and I was really gutted that they didn't keep it. But as some of you may know, I don't like Emma Watson in that film at all. I hate auto-tune, and it really, really put me off. I heard it from the opening number. Yes, I'm jealous that someone else got to play Belle, but it really, really, really frustrated me that they didn't use someone who could have a natural singing ability, because then they added songs in, and I really wish that they just cast someone who could sing. But I love Emma Watson, don't get me wrong, I love her in Harry Potter. Like, I've seen Perks of being a Wallflower, like, I think she's an amazing, amazing actress, but I don't think she was right for a character that needed a lot of singing. Like, a Disney princess needs to have that floaty voice, and you could hear the auto-tune, I'm sorry. But yes, Part of Your World probably is the best Disney princess ballad. Like, it's such a happy, cute song. Yeah, I'm gonna say it is. Yeah, I'm gonna agree. Oh, here we go, speaking of the devil. Statement: the live action Beauty and the Beast was better than the original. If any of you agree with that, I'm sorry. I just don't know how. The first one is just, the animation is beautiful. The song Beauty and the Beast is just amazing. I don't know if anyone else has been to be our guest in the Magic Kingdom, but it's just amazing, and seeing that ballroom for the first time and see that whole animation come to life is something that I will never forget. I think I cried from like start to finish of that meal, and yeah, it was magical, so I definitely recommend that on your next trip. But going back to the question, the fact that, yeah, I've said already, I didn't like Emma Watson singing it. I could hear auto-tune. I love Josh Gad in it, and I love Luke Evans in it. I didn't really get the emotion. I didn't really fall in love with the Belle and the Beast storyline like I did with the animation. Like at the end when the Beast does the big transformation, spoiler alert, I just didn't have that, yay, they've fallen in love and it's all magical moment like I did with the animation. I just didn't get that. But yeah, like I said, I love Emma Watson, I just did not like her in this film. And as it's a film that holds so close to my heart, it just disappointed me. So yeah, I'm gonna obviously have to massively disagree with that one. Statement: characters like Leia and Shuri should be considered official Disney princesses. No, they shouldn't. I'm sorry, but they weren't created by Disney. They weren't ever brought into this world by Disney. And I know you're gonna say, yep, Cinderella and all these characters were made famous, like they were a book before that, etc. Yeah, I know, but the Star Wars franchise and George Lucas had its entire moment before Disney was in the equation. For example, you wouldn't have a Marvel character be classed as a Disney prince because they're completely different worlds. And characters like Cinderella, they have been made famous through Disney. Like, if you think of Cinderella, most people will probably think of the original classic Walt Disney Cinderella. So as much as I love Princess Leia, it isn't a Disney princess, and I don't think they should be considered as one. I've never thought about it before, but I instantly disagreed. So I'd love to know what you think about that. I'm not like a Star Wars like die-hard fan. I love the Star Wars films, but I'm not a die-hard, so it'd be really interesting to hear your guys' opinion on that, because I'm not sure. But I definitely would disagree. I don't know if you're the same, but I definitely disagree. Okay, The Sword in the Stone is underrated. You know what? I haven't seen that film in so many years, but I remember really, really enjoying it. And yeah, I really did like that. It scared me a little bit as a kid. I feel like I've got like flashbacks of it. I might give it a rewatch. I think it's on Disney Plus in the UK, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I might give that a rewatch and come back to you on that. But I'm gonna say agree because people don't talk about it, and I love it in the Magic Kingdom where you can like pull the sword from the stone, and yeah, I think it is underrated. Statement, Donald Duck is better than Mickey Mouse. I'm gonna have to disagree. I love Donald. I think he's hilarious. He's such a fun character to meet as well. And I love both the Disney Once Upon a Time and Twice Upon a Time. Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas films I absolutely love. I don't know if you've seen them, but they are absolute must do at Christmas for me. And I love all of Donald's storylines in those. But Mickey is my favourite of the friends. Like, I just think Mickey is just magical. He is Disney to me. He is the boss. He is Disney. And for me, you'll never ever beat Mickey Mouse. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with that one. Statement, Big Hero 6 was way sadder than Up. Okay, so Big Hero 6 is a very sad film. It's actually another one of my favourites. I think it's such a good film, but I don't think it was sadder than Up. I definitely cried at both, but I definitely cry every time I watch Up, whereas I only think I cried the first time I watched Big Hero 6. So yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree because Up makes me bawl every single time. Statement, Disneyland is better than Disney World. Like I said before from one of the other questions, I haven't been to Disneyland in California, so I can't comment exactly. It's a dream to go to Disneyland and walk in Walt's footsteps and go into his apartment above the fire station and everything like that. I mean, to be there where he walked and the land he created, and yeah, it's an absolute dream of mine to go, as I'm sure many other Disney fans would agree. But I absolutely love Disney World with all the parks and the amount of money that you spend to go to Florida for what you get. I feel like the value of money is better because I've priced up Disney World and Disneyland, and Disneyland comes in a lot more expensive, and there's obviously less to do for Disney parks. Obviously there's other things I want to do in California, including like the Warner Brothers Studio and Universal and everything like that. But price wise, you get better value for money for Disney World with what you get. But for sentimental and Disney fan value, I just dream of going to Disneyland. So I can't agree or disagree with this one, but I'm going to have to put an answer down for this. So because I've only been to Disney World, I'm going to have to disagree with the statement. But this could change once I go, because yeah, it's the iconic classic park. So yeah, I'm going to have to disagree. Statement, I prefer Disney movies that have songs. Yes! Yeah, as I said, I love singing, I love musical theatre, and I love a good sing-along moment. So yeah, I have to definitely agree that I love any Disney movie that has songs. Most of them do, especially the princess films. So yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. I do prefer, but obviously I love Pixar, and some of them do have songs, but on the whole, I do prefer Disney movies that have songs because I can have a little sing-along. And my answer is Moana. Well, I was not expecting that. It says, you got Moana. You're headstrong, self-sufficient, maybe a little stubborn. Busted. You don't often ask for help because you usually believe you can do things better on your own. And honestly, you're usually right. Okay, I did not need BuzzFeed to come for me in this way so quickly in the first quiz. But yeah, I think they're right. Yeah. So yeah, that was an interesting one. Expected Belle or Anna and got Moana. That rhymed. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I do really like Moana. She's not my absolute favourite, but I really like the film. And yeah, I love how headstrong she is. So yeah, I would agree with those statements actually. Okay, next quiz is I bet we can guess your exact age based on this colour-coded Disney character quiz. Can you quiz with all the colours of the wind? I like that. That's funny. Okay, so first one is pick a blue character, and I have to pick between Sadness, the Genie, Stitch, Dory, Hades and Sully. Ah! These like 3 of my favourite characters. I love Hades, one of my favourite villains. I obviously love Stitch and I love Sully, and obviously I love the Genie as well. And I also love Sadness because it's voiced by Phyllis in The Office US, if anyone watches that. Oh god. Favourite out of all of them. I'm gonna have to go with Sully. I just love Sully. Oh, that was so hard between Sully and Stitch. I'm going with Sully. I just love Monsters Inc. It's one of my favourites. Okay. Pick a red character. Ooh. Mushu is one of my favourites. Easy peasy. Mushu is like one of those sidekicks that I just find really, really funny. Mulan's not necessarily my favourite Disney film, but I think Mushu's just a really cool sidekick. So yeah, I'll go with Mushu. Pick a green character. Mike Wazowski, Pascal, Tafiti, Aliens, Disgust or Heimlich. Heimlich? Something like that. I'm gonna have to go with the Aliens for this one. It was between Aliens, Mike and Pascal, but I just love the Aliens and I always do the impression. You want me to do the impression now, don't you? Oh, the claw has chosen. Okay, that was really, really bad and I'm definitely gonna edit that out. But yeah, the Aliens are just so funny. Like, I love them in the Toy Story films, but I love the Aliens, so yeah, I'm gonna go with the Aliens. Okay, pick an orange character. Oliver, Nemo, Scar, Tigger, King Louie or Nick Wilde. Okay, this one's quite easy for me. Tigger was like a child, Tigger was a character that like really reminds me of being like a baby. I know that's really, really specific, but my uncle bought me a Tigger plush. It was like the first Disney plush I ever remember having, and I remember it at the time it being like bigger than me, and I just have this like vivid memory of just looking at it and it being like taller than me. So yeah, it holds a really special place in my heart. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Tigger for that one. So yeah, back to it with the purple characters. Oh, Ursula's definitely one of my favourite villains, but I love Randall as well. I'm gonna have to go with Ursula for this one. I love the song Poor Unfortunate Souls from Little Mermaid, so yeah. Pick a yellow character. I'm surprised Belle's not on here for this one, but we move. Lumiere's on it, so I'll take that. So I don't even think I need to read them out. It's obviously Lumiere. So pick a pink character. So there's Phil, Bing Bong, Piglet, Ham, Marie and Charlotte. This is quite easy for me, as some of you probably know from my Disney tag video, which I'll add up here for you now. Phil is from Hercules obviously, and that is one of my favourite ever films. So yeah, it's definitely going to be Phil for this one. It's Danny DeVito. Okay, so the age I got was 29. I don't know if any of you actually know how old I am. It is in my Instagram bio and my TikTok bio, but I am actually 21. I turned 21 in November. I had a lockdown birthday. I had a Disney/musical theatre themed home party with a cardboard cutout of Lin-Manuel Miranda that my mum and dad surprised me with. It's so funny. But yes, I originally had a Disney/musical theatre party planned at a hotel with like 30 guests and a meal and loads of theming, and I'd made playbills and everything, but that got cancelled. It is rebooked for this year, so hopefully that will go ahead. It's in November, so fingers crossed. But yeah, 29. Your 20s were full of ups and downs, but you've almost made it through the worst of the storm. You're now comfortable with change and have learned to roll with the punches. You're more confident in yourself and your ability to handle anything that comes your way. I hope that's true. Okay, so this quiz is the Disney characters you love and hate will reveal how old you are. And it says, first, check off all the Disney characters you love and then hit done choosing. So does this mean that if I don't pick the characters, I hate them? I feel like that's a bit strong. I don't hate any Disney character. I'm going to reword this phrase, like this quiz, so that I don't get in trouble. So I'm going to say the Disney characters you love and don't love. Like I could live without. So if I don't click the character, it means I could live without them, and yeah. I just feel like hate's a bit of a strong word, and I don't want to use hate in a Disney video ever about a character. So I'm going to start off with checking off all the characters I love. So how ironic is this? The first 2 characters are Belle and Woody. So Belle is my favourite Disney princess and Woody is the name of my puppy. So obviously them 2 are being ticked straight away. I could live without Mulan. I couldn't live without Ariel because I love Part of Your World song. I could live without Snow White, Jasmine, Pocahontas, but not Elastigirl. Incredibles is such a good film. Elsa, I could live without that song Let It Go because it never gets out of my head. So yeah, I think I could live without that. I think I could live without Aladdin and Prince Eric, but not Pongo, because I think that's actually a film I don't talk about a lot, but 101 Dalmatians is such a childhood nostalgic classic that I really love. Controversial for a British person, but I actually am not the biggest Alice in Wonderland fan. I think it's a really nice film, but it's definitely not in my top 10 or top 20 even. Abu is actually the only character I'd keep from Aladdin. I think he is such a fun, cute little monkey, and yeah, I love that cheeky character. Carl from Up, yeah, I couldn't live without this film, so that character would have to stay. Same with Remy, like Ratatouille. I'm so excited to ride the new ride that's coming in the France Pavilion in Epcot. The Beast, obviously. Do I even need to say anything else? Obviously I keep the Beast. Buzz Lightyear, yeah, anything Toy Story, I'm gonna keep you in, so yeah, I love that. I could, yeah, anything Mulan, Pocahontas I can skip over, so yeah. Mike Wazowski, Monsters Inc., another one of my favourites, so I'll keep in him. Like I said with Alice in Wonderland, I'm not that bothered, I could live without, so I'll skip Mad Hatter. I think I need to be a bit strict with myself, else I'd just click all of them, wouldn't I? Mr. Incredible, I have to keep that, one of my favourites. Wall-E, definitely not going to click him. Not one of my favourites at all. I'm sorry if any of you are massive Wall-E fans over here, but yeah, it's just never been one of my favourites. I watched it once as a kid and it didn't float my boat, so I never watched it again. So yeah, Mowgli, The Jungle Book reminds me of my granddad, but I could definitely live without it. Sorry Rudyard, yeah, I could live without that. Prince Charming I could live without, Jane I could live without, but Hercules I couldn't. Like, as I've said in my Disney tag video, if you haven't watched that, I will link it just here now and in the description below. But yeah, Hercules is one of my favourite films ever, so yeah, I have to keep that. Merida from Brave, that was a shocking Scottish accent, and I'm so sorry if anyone Scottish is watching this, but yeah, I can live without Merida. Not Cusco though, Emperor's New Groove is amazing. Cars I'm not bothered about, but Lilo, Stitch and Tiana are all some of my favourites. Simba, I can live without. Genie, Robin Williams classic, I love it, I will love it forever. Oh, I didn't mean to click Simba. Tramp, I can live without. Cinderella, I can't, because she's just an iconic Disney princess. Lady, Judy Hopps, I have recently watched Zootopia, Zootropolis, whatever you call it, and I did really enjoy it, but I could live without. Same with Quasimodo, same with Ralph. Pinocchio I couldn't because that is a Walt classic. Gotta keep Russell, gotta keep Mickey Mouse, two of my favourite characters. Not bothered about Baloo. Dumbo just makes me cry, and not in a good way. Bambi, not one of my favourites. Flick from Bug's Life, again not one of my favourites. Moana I'd definitely keep, even just for the song How Far I'll Go. Dory I'm not bothered about. Peter Pan, yes. Literally one of my favourite films growing up. He was like my first ever crush. And he's a cartoon, so yeah. Can live without Arthur, can live without Oliver, cannot live without Rapunzel, can live without Mater, couldn't live without Anna, because I feel like she is like one of my spirit animal princesses, that we just have like very similar, like quirky characteristics. And Robin Hood, again, I absolutely love Robin Hood, one of my favourite films growing up. Oh, now I have to click off the ones I hate. Sorry about that, my battery died just as I found out that I now have to pick off the characters that I hate. So it wasn't being worded strongly. Well, it was, it's still a strong word to use, but yeah, I now have to pick characters that I dislike. Okay, well I definitely don't hate Ursula because I love that. I think it's such a good film, I think she's such a good villain. I do hate Cruella de Vil in like a weird way, just because she's so mean to puppies. Sid, oh my god, yeah, I actually do hate Sid. He just creeped me out as a child, like, oh, such a scary character. Yeah, and he was mean to all the toys. So yeah, Scar, yeah, don't like Scar at all. Maleficent, no, I actually really like Maleficent. Sleeping Beauty was like my favourite film as a kid, and I love the dragon. When she becomes the dragon, I love that. So yeah, I don't hate Maleficent. Jafar, yeah, I actually am going to say yes to Jafar because The way he is with Jasmine, like, it really creeps me out. Like, I just find it very creepy. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely say that for Jafar. For Hades, no, I definitely don't hate Hades. Probably one of my favourite ever Disney villains. Yeah, as I said, I love Hercules, so yeah, I think he's so funny. So with Gaston, obviously I don't hate Gaston. Like, Beauty and the Beast is one of my favourites, and I think Gaston's character is very funny, very misogynistic though. But no, I don't hate him. I don't hate Shere Khan. I don't hate Ernesto de la Cruz. Yeah, I don't hate him. I think his character's like interesting, but I don't hate him. So for Hans, yes, I hate Hans. He's so horrible. He uses Anna to try and get power, and yeah, I don't support that. Captain Hook, no, I don't hate Captain Hook at all. One of my favourite villains. Love Peter Pan. Yeah, I don't hate Captain Hook. Dr. Facilier, again, another one. I'm a massive villains fan, and yeah, I definitely don't hate Dr. Facilier. I love his whole voodoo magic thing. I think that's really, really fun. So yeah, I don't hate him. Okay, next one is Lotso from Toy Story 3. Yes, I hate Lotso. He is a horrible bear. Bears are supposed to be cuddly and nice, and he's not. Governor Ratcliffe, I don't hate. I don't really care about him. Same with King Candy. Not bothered about. The Evil Queen. Yeah, she tries to poison Cinderella. Like, that's too far, hun. Too far. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. Dawn Bellwether. You know what? She's a sneaky little minx, because I thought she was like the cutest little sheep, ram, whatever she is. And then she turns out to be like a meanie, and I don't like being fooled. So yeah. Lady Tremaine, oh my god, yes. How dare she not let Cinderella go to the ball? That is just horrible. Yeah, Lady Tremaine. I don't hate Jackson Storm. I don't hate Shan Yu. I don't hate Hopper. I don't hate Skinner. Like, I think Skinner's such a funny one because, like I said, Ratatouille is such a good film, and I think his character is very realistic. He's not like very far-fetched character. Like, I think it's quite funny. So I don't hate Skinner, definitely not. Charles Muntz, I don't hate Charles. I think like hate's a strong word. Like, I'd have to have like a really good reason to hate, so no. Miles Axelrod, I don't really know his story. I know it's from Cars, but again, it's not one of my favourites. Mother Gothel, yeah, she stole a child. She abducted and kidnapped a baby, so yes, I hate Mother Gothel. She's evil, and she tried to pretend that she was someone's mother when she wasn't, so yeah, you go on the naughty list for me, love. Naughty list for you, hun. And Henry J. Waternoose, yes, hate, and it's a strong word, but how, oh, he creeped me out as a kid, like with all the legs and, ooh, no, on the hate list. Sorry. Now I'm done choosing, and let's see what happens. 31. So I've aged 2 years since I've made this, since the second quiz. Doesn't give me an explanation for this one, but yeah, it says I'm 31. So maybe I'm just mature for my age. We'll go with that. So that concludes my 3 BuzzFeed quizzes for the day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will link in a card my Disney playlist above if you want to go and check out my Get to Know Me tag, or my How to Book a Disney World holiday, which I did last week. So yeah, thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my Instagram, Magic with Becca, and same with my TikTok, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.